When the chicken lays an egg, she has what's called the bloom, which is a coating that she puts on the eggs, and it keeps out the oxygen, it keeps out bacteria, and you can have this egg laying around for 30 days and have no problem because it's got this coating on. After that, you'll want to put it in the fridge. But once you wash it, you've washed away the bloom. And she puts this on because she's not going to lay on it right away and make the baby. You can have fertile eggs. That's right, because you got roosters.
Yeah.
So once an egg is fertilized, it really won't start maturing until mom sits on it. And so she goes off and has fun, and she gets bred, and so she keeps making all of these fertilized eggs. There's somebody wanting to come in. But they won't start really growing until the gestation doesn't start until she starts laying on them.
And so you've had chickens. You grew up on a farm as well in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, 600-acre dairy farm. We
Wow.
raised all our own meat. We hunted and had a huge garden, huge. And so we were canning and pickling and freezing and
You've been
all
doing it
kinds
for a
of
while.
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where in Pennsylvania? Just so people
That
know.
was on the New York State border,
Okay.
just on the Susquehanna River.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. It's really green, kind of Northwest-like environment out there, like real wet and lush.
Yes, yes, very European even, with the rolling hills.
Yeah.
And then my parents moved me to Hawaii,
Wow.
the Big Island.
Mm-hmm. Did you grow turmeric out there?
No, they grew macadamia nuts.
There you go.
But Dad always had to have a cow.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. And you had chickens too, growing up.
Absolutely.
And you still have 8 hens now?
I've got 3
Okay.
because I've lost so many to predators.
Yeah. In recent years, yeah?
Oh my goodness, about, what was it, last year, the hens were like 12 feet away.
Yeah.
And the bobcat just came in, grabbed one, ran.
Wow.
Yeah.
Through the fencing and everything, right?
Well, I had just a small
Perimeter.
plastic
Yeah.
fence, because then I would let them out only when I was there, but nope, predators
anymore.
don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got screen over the top for hawks, I've got screen buried in the ground for the raccoons, and the girls are in jail.
Yeah, it's too bad.
I forage for them.
Yeah.
I'm the alpha hen, what can I
Right,
say?
right. They're so funny. So Nancy, since we have a chicken, this is the brown, we call her Ginger.
Okay.
She likes to let the whole world know she's gonna lay an egg.
Yes. It's contrary to evolution.
Right.
They're tropical birds, and they of course had predators, but they will almost always sing the same song. Buck, 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 buck.
Huh.
And every chicken around the world will sing this song, like
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, predator, right here, I just laid an egg."
Yeah.
And a lot of times the girlfriends will start singing too.
Yeah.
But mine, and yours probably do too, they have this little song that I call "Come Here, Human."
Yeah. Eggs are here, breakfast. Yeah.
Or better yet, come give us some raspberries. I call
Yeah.
them also the chicken Jedi mind tricks. And it's this little, I don't know, it's like when you say, "Here, kitty, 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 kitty."
Yeah.
They're doing that to you.
So
Listen
they're
for
calling
it.
to us. Okay.
Yes, yeah, come bring the food.
Yeah.
Come bring some berries. Oh, and chickens love to eat cows.
Interesting.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
carnivores. Wow.
Oh, they're omnivores. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And so drippings, if I've done a pot roast or something, and I've got some juices, I'll just maybe cook up some quinoa, put those juices in, send it out.
Cool.
Or opening up that can of sardines or tuna or whatever and put the drippings on something. They love it. But
Awesome.
yeah, but they love cow. I dare any cow to come lay down in my chicken yard.
Yeah, they'll be
my chickens will eat them.
getting pecked at, huh? Wow.
Absolutely. And that dust like
Yeah.
that, they're bathing.
That's
Because they're going after the mites and things that live in them. So they make these dust bowl bathtubs. I say that they're digging a hole to China.
they're great at just making a mess of everything. I
Oh,
mean,
yes.
They're
Yes.
professional mess makers.
Yes. I'm surprised you don't have hawks that come in and get them, though.
Yeah, me too. I think the dogs must scare them away, which I can't believe, but yeah, I'm happy.
Got her?
Got her.
Yay.
We call this Large Marge.
Large. Oh, she's a sweetheart.
She's a kind girl.
Yeah.
She can't fly for beans, but
But we can at least show you what happened.
go.
He's bummed.
What are you thinking, Shasta?
Oh, let me tuck
This is our egg layer. This is not. No, Marge,
Okay.
you're okay.
Here. We can calm her down. Come on, come on. It's okay. It's okay.
Shasta, no.
It's okay. It's okay. Shh, 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 shh. I think it's it being upside down. All of a sudden when they're right side up, even though they're really uncomfortable, they're going, wow, this is really better than being upside down.
Interesting.
So they're a lot more calm. It's okay, baby. It's okay. So what we want to do is these feathers right here are their flight feathers. And so we want to be able to trim those off.
Sure.
We don't want to cut the wing itself. And we want to be about an inch.
Just so I can feel. So these are all the bones in the wing.
Yeah, when you can start.
Feel them.
Yeah. So you want to be out here. It's these feathers, these big loose.
So they don't feel when you snip that.
No, but you want to be about an inch, inch and a half out because they do have some blood circulation in that first inch.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So that's when you get out
the snippers. Okay.
And if you would hold out the wing like that.
Okay. All right, so this will help keep the chickens from flying into your garden bed.
That's right. And especially if you do one side, not the other, they're lopsided. So they're going to have a really hard time with it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And they can still run away if, if there's a predator or whatever. I mean, they're still mobile.
That's right. Oh, she's a sweetheart.
She is kind.
Yeah, once you catch her.
Can we put these in the compost bin?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was easy. Now if I can just catch the one that really flies in the garden, we'd be good to go.
Come in the evening.
Yeah, when they're, well, actually it's easiest when they get into the tree, then I can grab them that way.
That's right.
So I'll do that.
Yeah. Oh, you want to go back with your friends? But you can do both wings or just the one.
Now the advantage of doing the one is they're lopsided and they'll try to fly and it won't work.
It's harder for them to learn to compensate. I don't have to just fly faster. I don't have to flop my wings faster. I need to really compensate.
Yeah.
So talk about neuroplasticity.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shasta, you thought you were getting a chicken, didn't you? Look at you licking your chops. And we can put these, I've seen people put feathers in the compost bin.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What sort of collagen, what sort of nutrition is
Yeah, it's a body part.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's more like their fingernails.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's good for that. And at this time of year, actually almost any time of year other than fall. In fall, they're going to start molting. Maybe not this first year because they're new, robust little chickens.
Yeah.
But after this first year, they're going to start losing their feathers in the fall, which is counterintuitive.
Yeah.
It's getting cold, so let's lose our feathers.
Right.
They're tropical birds, so they've still got that hanging from the tropics.
Right.
So they're kind of cold, and that's when I increase their protein.
I see.
And that's when I might open up a can of tuna fish and set it out for them.
Yeah.
Quinoa, complete protein.
Yeah.
I'll put that out too. Maybe combine the two. Garlic, seaweed, things like that to really just make them a little more robust during that time is very helpful. But any other time, if you're seeing a lot of feathers laying around and you're going, are they going through a second molt? That can be mites.
Okay.
And so at that time, then you get diatomaceous earth and spread that around, especially where there's anything with wood, because the mites tend to hide near the wood. And then you need to bathe your chickens in it. So you'll grab your chicken and get the handfuls and put it up into their feathers to try to get those mites.
Okay. Actually, I think I might have, there's a lot of feathers under the tree where they hang out. You okay going over there, Sam? Let's go check it out and see if you think, I mean, it could be a function of they spend a lot of time there, but it could be the mites too. And I have spread that diatomaceous earth around here.
Oh, good. Do you take it? Do you drink it?
Personally, no. I didn't know that.
If you get food grade diatomaceous earth, I put it in my smoothies. It's really good. Your fingernails, your hair, much glossier and stronger, but also it'll skin your candida.
Okay.
It's very good for parasites.
Cool. Great tip.
Yeah, and it's silica.
Awesome.
So it's very good for you.
Yeah.
But
so a lot of feathers here. We haven't cleaned it out since January. So you think it's...
Yeah, it doesn't seem that abnormal.
Okay.
But yours aren't in a normal setting. I mean, they're in a natural setting, but usually, you've got the pen and that's where they are.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you'll start seeing drifts of feathers around.
Right.
And it's not the fall. And then you'll know that you have the mites.
Yeah. Okay. And if they're bathing in the dirt, would that be another symptom of mites?
No, it's a great thing.
Oh,
because chickens will always have mites.
Uh-huh.
It's just you don't want the very parasitic ones that are going to make the feathers fall off.
I see.
But yeah, that dust bath, that's really good for them.
Interesting.
And
Huh.
it's good for them psychologically, as
Yeah.
is digging. At one point I had a raccoon that was burrowing in and grabbing chickens, so I put chain link down.
Oh,
And
wow.
I had depressed chickens.
Really? Because they couldn't do their thing.
They were so bummed. They'd
Yeah.
go around with their head down. Finally, I removed the chain link and decided I'm a really big predator, so we did human urine around the outside.
Oh, and it scared them
It
off?
scared them away.
Really
and then you
smart.
can also buy synthetic coyote urine.
Huh.
And it's in a shaker.
Yeah.
And you put that around your chicken yard too.
And they don't like it. The
They
raccoons.
don't like it. Right. But instead now I just, I bury wire. Not chicken wire, the hardware cloth, a little tougher stuff.
Yeah.
And I bury it about a foot down and then bring it out. So if something is digging down, they're not going to get underneath the wire and in.
Okay. Cool.
Chickens are a lot of work.
Yeah, they are.
To
They're
set
fun
up.
though.
And you want to keep that poop scooped.
Okay, because it gets on the eggs.
And in the name of neuroplasticity, do it in your non-dominant hand and whistle at the same time.
Love it.
I do that.
Eyes open or closed?
Now this is way too hot to put on your
Way
plants.
too hot. All right. So let it sit for a while.
Yeah, and don't put it in your compost pile to flip back and forth
Uh-huh.
because it'll smell like it just came out because you've reheated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty bad. Okay. Good tip. All right. So we got to clean it up, clean up the poop, and yeah, it's funny that they love to lay there,
Yeah.
even though they sleep in the apple tree.
Right, and they'll continue to do that. The thing is, in the winter, they're still going to be out in the apple tree and they like to be high, as high as they can get to be away from predators.
Right.
And the alpha hen is the highest. She gets
Okay.
the primo spot on the roost,
Wow.
and she gets higher. The lower in the pecking order your chicken is, the lower it's going to be.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So even when it's raining, they'll stay in the tree.
Yes.
They don't mind the rain. They're
Oh,
stubborn.
it's not good for them, but
Yeah.
they're stubborn.
Will they get sick? Maybe or.
They might, but yeah,
Huh.
I've seen them out there in the pouring
Yeah.
rain because that's higher.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how you would just chase them in and keep chasing them in until they figure out that this is where they need to go.
Okay.
And so they'll like the roost. That'll be great.
Yeah. It's a little small for that many.
And your eggs. Oh, I love the little one. This must be from the bantam.
Yeah.
They're so cute. But when the chicken lays an egg, she has what's called the bloom, which is a coating that she puts on the eggs, and it keeps out the oxygen, it keeps out bacteria, and you can have this egg laying around for 30 days and have no problem because it's got this coating on. After that, you'll want to put it in the fridge.
Okay.
But once you wash it, you've washed away the bloom.
Ah, good tip.
Yeah, and she puts this on because she's not going to lay on it right away and make the baby. Once you can have fertile eggs. That's right, because you got roosters.
Yeah.
So once an egg is fertilized, it really won't start maturing until mom sits on it. And so she goes off and has fun, and well, not that it seems very much fun, but she gets bred, and so she keeps making all of these fertilized eggs. Here's somebody wanting to come in. And but they won't start really growing until the gestation doesn't start until she starts laying on them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Or you put it on a heat lamp.
Right, which
Okay.
is fake mom.
Yeah, fake
Yeah.
one. Got it.
Yeah. And in Europe, in most countries in Europe, you can't sell washed eggs.
Wow, that's
They
awesome.
only sell them with the bloom, which means that if you're going to be a commercial egg seller, you keep everything really clean because you can't clean off the poop.
Right.
Yeah. But here you must.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they'll put shell hardener chemicals on the eggs to keep the egg
That's insane.
shell hard. Yeah. And they're hard. Have you noticed that? You
Yeah,
got to
they're a
break them
lot harder.
on the
Yeah.
side of the pan.
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you have oyster shell for them?
We
Let me
do
see.
over there, yeah.
Okay,
We'll
good.
check out the oyster shell in a minute, yeah.
And animals are so much smarter than us. If they
Yeah.
need it, they'll eat it. If they don't need it, they won't eat it.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
What do you think,
that's great.
Shasta?
You want one? You want an egg? Oh yeah, yours perked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, once they're going, they're
Yeah.
easy. And that sound, and there's just something really primal about
Yeah,
it.
totally.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Well, Nancy, these tips are amazing. I know you teach classes locally in Woodinville,
Yes.
you know, on gardening and things like that. If folks want to connect with you in that regard, how would they do that?
That is a great question.
Yeah.
I need a website.
Need a website. Nancy Carpenter. So Nancy does all the show notes, guys, on high intensity health. So thank her for that.
Thanks.
And so you also teach at Keep It Simple Farm too?
No,
Or is
I
it-
don't.
okay.
I used to teach at another farm
Yeah.
in the valley, a preschool program and tours and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I actually currently teach a FEMA course
Cool.
on disaster preparedness and response. I've been doing that for almost 20 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming here and sharing your wisdom and your knowledge. And
Thank you.
I think people will really enjoy this, and especially if they have backyard chickens. Or, I think I would highly encourage you, if your city allows backyard chickens, definitely do it. I mean, it's worth that little extra. You step on chicken poop and you get dirty and all that, but it's a lot of fun. So do it, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this, and we'll see you on the next one.